There was that ant that stood up to me.
Yeah, but we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant. One ant.
Yeah, you're right. It's just one ant.
Yeah, boss, they're puny.
Puny? Say, let's pretend this grain is a puny little ant. Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one?
Are you kidding?
How about this?
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line. That's why we're going back. Does anybody else want to stay?
Okay guys, the name of this cartoon is A Bug's Life. It was produced in 1998. So let me give you a quick summary. These grasshoppers, every farming season, they don't farm, they don't do anything. All they do is to wait for the ants to plant, cultivate, harvest, gather their food. Then they will come and muzzle them and take the food away from them. That's what they have been doing season after season, season after season. There comes a season, one ant stood up against the grasshopper's king. That man couldn't believe it. The grasshopper couldn't believe it. When they went back, they succeeded in collecting the food, but when they went back, the man couldn't believe. The rest is the part you watch. So this grasshopper stand for our politicians. The ants stand for the masses. The grains stand for our resources, our money, all that belongs to us that these few persons have been embezzling. And the number of the ants is their power. So is our number, our strength when it comes to fighting against these criminals we call politicians. We have 230 something million citizens, populations in this country. And if you calculate all our politicians, top politicians, from councillorship to presidency, and all our security apparatus, from military to down to police, down to civil defense, if you gather all of them, Nigerian citizens, our number is, let me not exaggerate, we are 500 to 1 of them. We are at least 500 to 1 of them. Meaning that if we gather momentum, if we come together and say that enough is enough, my dear, these people will not see our back. We will run them off. 48 hours is enough. It's more than enough to run them off. All we need is to gather momentum and say that enough is enough. If 10 million people march to Aso Rock, the villa, you will see presidential flight, presidential private jet leaving that rock. He will run away. If 5 million march to the Senate, the red chambers, Akpabio hand will be shaking to hit that miss. If 5 million march to green chambers, the likes of Benjamin Okezen doing nonsense. We are even calling Akpabio. We don't know that Benjamin Okezen is worse than Akpabio. That my useless brother from Abia State is more dangerous than Akpabio that we have been calling. That man is very, very... People like him will run away from green chambers. Our number is our power. If we cannot do it in democracy, we can do it in revolution. If we can't do it in revolution, we can do it in democracy. All we need is to march. All we need is to come out and say, enough is enough. And mind you, there is no time that Nigerians have stood up against these people that we don't create an impact. First was Abiola riot, June 12, 1993. That was what gave birth to Democracy Day. And few years later, it brought about the modern democracy that started in 1999. Second was NSAS. We created an impact. Even though we didn't achieve all we wanted, but we created an impact. And that impact is still there today. Another one is this electoral reforms that Peters for Nigeria championed, had it been we came out in masses, we would have created, that man tried, they made an impact. But had it been we came out in millions, we would have created more impact. See, one thing you should know, one thing this video shows you is that even the grasshoppers, muzzling these ants, are afraid of their number. You can hear what the grasshopper king said, that these people outnumber them in hundreds. So our politicians, they are scared of our number. That's why any little opportunity they see, any little chance, they find a way to divide us. Because they know that if we come together, if we come in unity and gather momentum, that we will run them off within 48 hours. They know that our number is our power. Like I said, I'm not exaggerating. We are 500 to 1 of them. If you gather the security apparatus in Nigeria, gather the whole the top politicians from councillorship to presidency, we are 500 to 1 of them. So if we gather momentum and come out and say enough is enough for this nonsense, for this madness, for this shenanigans from them, we will run them off within 48 hours. Ahmed Dati, the running mate of Obi, have said it 2 years ago. He indirectly said it. Most of us understood what he said. Most of us didn't. And most of us that understood have forgotten. He said that our number is our power. Our number is our power. He's indirectly telling us that if we can't get it in democracy, we can get it through revolution, provided we have the numbers. Our number is our power. That's what I want you to take home. And I also want you to take home that those politicians muzzling us, they are afraid of our numbers. That's why they always bring ethnicity in. That's why they always bring bigotry in. That's why they always champion that divide and rule strategy. That's what they have been using since democracy started, and they are still using it now. Our number is our power. Let's come together. Let's unite. Let's gather momentum and fight these people. If we prevail when good men decide to do nothing, I will not stop talking. Let's stop being internet warriors. Let's stop being comment section warriors and do something about it. If we prevail when good men decide to do nothing, I know that I don't have a big platform. I have a few followers, but 1 or 2 persons that sees this video, if you find it necessary, if you find it important to share this video, share it so that it will get to number of persons. I know that I don't have a bigger platform.